Evening, folks, or should it be folk? Alex, how the hell are you, mate? Glad you've dropped in. I think I was going to be all alone tonight. Yeah, it's an Arcade Perfect My Arse. It's a game I've been putting off doing for such a long time because I'm not a fan of Pac-Man, and I'm definitely not a fan of MS Pac-Man. Just before I start, I was just, as I was waiting on the thing to finish, I've just read the news that Sinead O'Connor has died, which is absolutely tragic. 56 years old. I don't know what she's died of. Saddened, really, really saddened. I mean, she's a year older than me. That's tragic. Yeah, so condolences to her family and friends. That is really sad. Evening, Ox. Yeah, anyway, Ms. Pac-Man. Now, the story behind Ms. Pac-Man was it wasn't originally released as a game by Namco. How it came about was Pac-Man was released, and lots of companies, pubs and clubs and taxi ranks and all that kind of stuff, they bought Pac-Man machines. Evening, Craig. They bought Pac-Man machines, and like any arcade machine, you know, it's designed, it's put in there to take money, and after a while people will become bored of it and stop playing it. And a group of people who, I can't even remember what they were called, General Computer Corporation, they got wind of this, and they were like nerds. So what they did was they adapted by fitting additional chips to boards like Pac-Man. They were able to create Miss Pac-Man. So they approached all these pubs and clubs and arcades and says, listen, nobody's playing your Pac-Man game. For a price, we can fit some additional chips and create a new version of Pac-Man, and we've called it Ms. Pac-Man. So they did this on quite a few games. I don't know offhand what games they did it on. I know Miss Pac-Man was one of them. I think Millipede, now I might be talking complete horse shit, but I think Millipede might have been one as well, where they took the Centipede arcade game, they had put an extra couple of chips and they brought out a new version. Now, companies like, Atari and Namco got wind of this, and of course they weren't happy, but I don't think they were actually breaking the law because arcades would buy a machine and it would be like me putting a chip into my Xbox and doing something else with it. But anyway, the long and the short of it was, I think these big companies they realised, why don't we approach these nerds? Because that's what they were. They were gaming nerds. Why don't we approach them and offer them a job to come and work for us? So that's what happened. And Miss Pac-Man is one of these games. It was the original Pac-Man, and these guys just added a few chips to it, programmed it, changed it about, and brought out their new game. So there we go. There is a potted history. And of course it might be complete bollocks. So anyway, right, listen, I don't want this video to go on and on and on and on. What I do when I'm doing these Arcade Perfect My Arses, I just go to Wikipedia and I have a quick look to see what version there is. And like I said, I'm not a fan of this game, and that's why I've never done it before. And I've not done Pac-Man either, so that will be coming out at some point probably, because I can't not do Pac-Man. So anyway, Mr. and Webcam, there we go. Ms. Pac-Man, I think what I'll do is, because there's so many versions, I'll do either one level, one sheet, or one game, whatever comes first. So yeah, hang on to your hats, folks. If Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man is not your thing, then I suggest you go and watch some cat video instead of this crap. Right, anyway, let's quickly get this. So how is everyone? I hope you're all doing all right. I was going to say almost at the weekend. It's only Wednesday. Miss Pac-Man, right, left, down, up, fire. Why is there a fire button? Start, coin, cheat. Right, that'll do. Alright, okay, let's get this going. Good evening, Stephen. Now, there's no two ways about it. Miss Pac-Man does kind of look nicer. I was going to say it's easier. I don't think it is. One interesting thing was one of my friends, John Studley, who's Pac-Man extraordinaire, I asked him, I did do a Blimey, it's only quite a number of years ago with John, and I asked him if he had any, if he liked Miss Pac-Man, and he went, nah, never play it. So, even though to people like, you and I think, if you like Pac-Man, you're going to like Miss Pac-Man. Oh, bollocks. And he went, nah, it's a completely different game. And it's not, I mean, Pac-Man is like Donkey Kong, it's one of these highly revered games. But you never really hear of people talking about Miss Pac-Man at all. But I'm quite sure probably got a lot of attention because it was probably one of the first arcade games that actually featured like a female character. If you call a yellow circle with a bow and lipstick a female character, you'll notice she's also got a little dimple as well. Yeah, I did say I'd just play one level, but arse biscuits. There we go, that is arcade. I need you guys to try and remember what each version is like. The thing is, I'm going to guarantee that virtually every version is going to be perfect. So, it's going to be pretty tough trying to pick the best one. Especially when you don't even like the game. Right, that was the arcade one. Let's move on. We're just going to work our way through arcade. Right, Atari 2600. Console. go. Ms. Pac-Man. This Pac-Man, is it spelled P-A-C-M-A-N or is it P-A-C? No, yeah, according to this, it's P-A-C hyphen or dash as we called it. Man. Right, Ms. Pac-Man. Now, as we all know, or as people will tell you, that the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man was complete bollocks. I could strongly disagree. It was one of my, it was the first Atari 800 game I ever played. Not 800, the first Atari 2600 game I ever played. I've got a lot of nostalgia and love for that version. So anyone that tells you it's crap can fuck off. Right, Ms. Pac-Man. Let's see how this plays. Right, well, firstly, she now faces the right way. In the Pac-Man, Atari VCS Pac-Man, he always looked either left or right, whereas in this one, he now looks up, down, left and right. And the ghosts, oh bloody hell, the ghosts don't seem to flicker quite as much as they did in the original one. Now, I didn't really pay attention, but I think the maze looks quite faithful to the arcade. I think it does. That's a Spectrum sound effect, if ever there was. Oh shit. Yeah, this is never a game that I would play for fun. I just don't like the game. Oh crap. Right, there we have it. That is Atari 2600. No, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Right, next on the list is Atari 5200, which is going to be exactly the same as the Atari 800 because I think they were one in the same machine. The Atari 5200 was just an 800 in a console. What are we looking for here? Atari 5200. We'll load it anyway just to have a look for completeness sake. Right. Cut. Ms. Pac-Man, there we are. For some weird reason, when I let the joystick go, it automatically wants to go, right, I'm going to hang on a second, I'm going to have to reconfigure the controls. Buttons, right, left, down, up, fire, fire, that. Return. Right, let's try again. Right, that's bizarre. I've configured the controls, but if I take my hand off the joystick, it keeps wanting to go right. That's weird. Now I did notice that both Atari 2600 and this version has got the noise of the fruit. Oh crap. No hands. that's how all the other kids used to play it. Any non-Pac-Man expert, all you would do is eat the power pills and then hoover up the dots until you got to the next level. You never really bothered with killing ghosts or anything. Ah, well, it seems to fix itself. That's bizarre. Yeah, it's fixed itself. Weird. Good evening, dog. Oh, well, that was the end of the game now. Get me, follow me if I can. Come on, boys, girls, up here. There we go, in your face, 5200 version. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Right, next version is the Atari 7800. Now, I was going to do an Atari 7800 stream on Sunday there, but for some weird reason none of the games were showing up, even though they were there previously. And I don't know whether the course changed, but all the ROMs were, what was it, 7Z files, and for some weird reason the Mister wouldn't recognise them. So I had to unzip them, and now it seems to be working. Right, MS Pac-Man. Now this was I think this is this slightly more powerful than an Atari 800? I think this was kind of a step up. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays. Right, other than being slightly more pixely, this kind of sounds and feels like the arcade. And it's got that noise. Oh shit. Oh bollocks. Oh. I think the secret to Pac-Man, not that I know, is to actually be turning into the corner before you get to the corner, if that makes any sense. Ow, bollocks. Oh shit, there's one bloody dot up there. There we are. Yeah, that's the 7800 version, nothing wrong with that. Right, Atari 8-bit, I think this is going to be exactly the same as the 2600 version. Computer. I think, yeah, to really, as Doug says, they're a tiny bit of sprite flicker when the ghosts line up. To really spot kind of the difference, you'd probably need to have them all lined up together. I don't know if this was a cartridge, we'll soon find out. There we go, MS Pac-Man. Okay. Standards Mega Cart. Let's go for normal, I think. Yep, this looks exactly the same. How do we start? Does that look the same? I think that's got a different kind of pink to it. I want to do the buttons on this. Right, left, down, up, fire, fire, Fire. Start can be that button. Select can be that button. Okay. Start. Now, is it my imagination? Does this feel slightly slower? It's almost like it's kind of pausing slightly. And the fruit isn't the right colour. So I think there is a slight difference between this and the 5200. The one detail I never noticed, hopefully you guys did notice, the eyes should kind of look the way they're travelling. Did that do it in other versions? I didn't really pay attention. One thing you don't want to do in Pac-Man is go like that and kind of go back on yourself. You need to kind of keep moving forwards, I think. What I should have done is see what kind of score I can get. Bollocks. Hi Brian, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it is, dog. It's not my imagination. This does feel... nothing wrong with it, but it definitely feels not as slick. Yeah. Right, that was the Atari 800. The next version is the Commodore VIC-20. VIC-20, that should be a cartridge, I think. I'm always surprised at just how good VIC-20 versions are. Let's just go for cart. No, we don't want demos. No, wait a minute. Let's go for Mega Cart. Those cherries are all stock and no berry. Right, cartridge games. I think I'd be surprised if MS Pac-Man wasn't a cartridge game. There we are, MS Pac-Man. Yeah, she looks nice and happy in this one. Look at her. Brilliant. You know what this reminds me of? Have you seen that thing? What's it called? Oh, I can't even remember the name of it. It's a virtual console, and it's all the... I can't even remember the name of it. And the games are mega pixely. There's something really nice about this. Love it. It's kind of got the most cartoony look to it as well. Oh, you bastard. What's the name of it called? I can't remember that system. It's called a kind of a virtual console. It doesn't actually exist in physical form, and you can run it. You can run it on like anything, tablets, computers. It's got a name. They're releasing lots of like kind of arcade conversions, and like all the games are mega pixely. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Yeah, this Miss Pac-Man looks a bit more trashy, I think. It should have been called, I don't know, Miss Pac-Man the Hooker Edition, possibly. Love that. I think that's a brilliant version. Look at that. How can you not like that? Drag Queen black person. Ms. Drag Queen. See, they've missed out the hyphen. They've called it Pac-Man without the hyphen. Interesting. Well, it's not really, but I'm just trying to fill up stuff in the video. Right, that was Vic 20. Right, let's move on to the Commodore 64. Cartridge. Yeah, I think this did come out in a cartridge. I couldn't imagine. There we go. See, Miss Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Don't know what the difference is. Right, okay, let's go. Now, she loses 2 bonus points right away because she's not got any lipstick on. What was going on there? Oh, arse. Okay, graphics and sound and playability of this version does feel really authentic. Apart from the lipstick, obviously. I wonder why they didn't do lipstick well. I'm just going to have to eat that and then try and mop up as many points as I can at the top here. Ha! It's the first, right, I'll need to play another shot. First version, I've not managed to complete the first level. Now, according to Wikipedia, this also came out for quite a few consoles, so I'll see what I've got. If it's not in the Mister, then I'm obviously not going to be able to play it. Well, not without a lot of hassle, I'm not, so I'm not going to play it. One thing I can't really comment on is how it plays. I'm sure you need to actually know what you're doing to actually say, oh, this one doesn't play as well as it should. Excuse me. Right, there we go, that is the C64 one. Right, I'm looking forward to see what this one's going to be like. The Spectrum one. How's it going to do the colour, I wonder? Now, the Spectrum core, for some weird reason, works perfectly in the Mister, but when you stream it, there's some conflict with, I don't know, refresh rates or something like that. So if it fucks up, don't blame me. To the snapshot. Let's try. Oh, this, that's not going to be in disc, is it? Definitely not. It's going to be a tape, I would imagine. Right, Ms. Pac-Man. Right, okay, here we go. Right, Z. Oh, we don't want that. We want X for Kempston. Hopefully start S. Ah, That's not bad. It's weird. It's kind of the movement of Pac-Man is silky smooth. I'll be honest, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I really didn't expect. I was expecting some kind of flickery colour clash mess. That's actually, again, there's no lipstick or anything. There's no colour in MS Pac-Man, but we'll let her off. Definitely, Stephen, that's actually really good. I thought it was going to be awful. It actually plays really well. Yeah, there you go. Who knew? Let's it does look like a fish with a tiny little tail. That looks very fish-like. Right, okay. That was a Spectrum. Right, IBM PC. I don't know whether I've got that on this. I'll give it a go. There is a PC core. Just try to remember what it's actually called. I can't remember. It's not one I really play at all. Look at that, does that not take you back? Microsoft Windows startup menu. I don't know, we'll just go for that. Right, if it's not in this list, then we can't play it. Right, it's not there. We can't play the PC one. Don't know what that's like. Right, next on the list is Apple II. Right, what we need to do? Oops, we need to put the HDV thing in. Hard drive collection. There we go. You need to reboot it. Right, M. What the hell? The meeting's one. That looks like bloody Pac-Man there. What was that? Miner 2049? Ah. You know what? There are oh god, look at that picture. There are so many classic games that actually started in the that started out in the Apple. God, even that game there, dearie me, I always remember that being in the Atari. I bet the graphics of that game took a while to program. Got Mr. Robot as well. Ah, there we go, MS Pac-Man. Yeah, all these you can notice there were programmed by Atari Soft. Okay, so joystick. Space to start. Okay, hopefully this is going to work. Listen to that sound. Yeah, the Apple II had a very distinctive kind of colour palette. Now this should be called the Albino Edition. Because look at Miss Pac-Man, she's completely bereft of any sort of colour apart from her delightful little ribbon. If there's anybody technical in, if there's anyone technical in the stream, is there any reason why they couldn't make Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man coloured? Is there a limited colour palette? I don't want to do that. Yeah, a wee bit slow, but you know, not far from she's been completely bereft of colour. It's alright. There we go. Apple II, Miss Pac-Man. Right, next one is Texas. Try to remember how to load a Texas game. TI-99. For years I always thought it was the T199, it's not, it's TI. Right, what we need to do. Right, no Miss Pac-Man there. Game pack. Miss Pac-Man. Eh, doing something wrong here. Try again. Homebrew, not game pack. Don't know what that is. Let's have a look. No, there's no Miss Pac-Man there. I can see. There. Try this one once more. We'll not waste too much time. We can't get it working. We'll just need to. Where did I see Miss Pac-Man about? Where was the one we tried earlier on? Was it Game Pack? No, it wasn't that, was it? Right. Right, okay. We're going to have to. I'll tell you what, G-roll. Let me just try this once more. Game Pack. Ah, hang on, it was at the top here, wasn't it? Mrs. Nah, they called it Mrs. Pac-Man. Try that. Oops, there we go. Miss Pac-Man. Right, bollocks. We're going to have to skip that one as well. Let's try one last go. Attach cartridge. Maybe. That's a bin. No, well, they're all bins, aren't they? ROM cartridge. Uh, back. Yeah, I'm trying to do Ox. I don't know why it's not working. It's not even. Right, listen. I can't afford to waste too much time. So, right, unfortunately, we can't look at the Texas. I'm sure that was probably going to be a really nice version. Right, according to this, the Mega Drive had a version. I don't know whether it was part of. Does anybody know? Is it part of a pack or something? Is it a standalone game? Sega. Where are we? Mega Drive. Uh, couldn't imagine them releasing. No, I couldn't imagine them releasing Miss Pac-Man as a standalone game. Oh, there you go, Miss Pac-Man. What do I know? I get the feeling it's going to be some overly produced version. Pack booster. No, I don't want that bollocks. Right, if they were going to bring out Miss Pac-Man on the Xbox Live Arcade, they would obviously have an enhanced version, and this is what it would look like. Yeah, it's what you'd expect it to look like. It looks nice. I don't like the fact that it scrolls though. I guess people don't want to play games like this. They want to play things like Virtua Racing or Streets of Rage. They don't want to play some ancient arcade game like Miss Pac-Man. I think I'd have been pissed off if my mum and dad had bought me an Atari, a Mega Drive, and then this was the game they bought for me. Yeah, okay. The TI version to run is AS Ms. Pac-Man. That's what I was trying to do, Ox, but I can't. Right, I'll give that a go. Right, that was the Mega Drive. I'll try the Texas one once more just for the Oxmeister. Alright, now, why is this not? It should boot and it should be coming up with the Texas logo, but it's not. Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to do, Ox. You'll see there. Yeah, load the ROM cartridge. Don't know what the difference between these is. Trust me, G4 12BB. I have the Texas was my first computer that I ever bought, and I thought it was crap. There are some absolutely stonking games out for it, and I completely see in a new light. I really do. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get this to work. Don't know what's going on. So anyway, listen, I don't want to fuck about any longer. We'll just have to accept. We'll just need to accept that it's not going to work. Right, that was the Mega Drive. Right, next one is the Nintendo NES. So let's jump back into. Whoops. What am I looking for the NES? So we need to go into console. Nintendo NES, where is it? Is it the Famicom? Yeah, that's it, I think. Right, MS Pac-Man. Whoops. MS Pac-Man, right, there's two, I don't know what the difference is, let's go for the top one. Right, nice and bright. Is it my imagination or is that? Are the graphics a lot bigger? He's almost too big for the maze. The other ones, I think they've been on the bloody pork pies. Look at them, they're far too fat. Again, you would expect a good version because, you know, you're paying, I don't know how much for a cartridge. But I was lucky. Shite! I never saw that dot at the bottom. Also, yeah, it's very green. That's a weird kind of colour. There we go. Right, that is the NES one. Hope you're keeping a note of all these versions. Ah, right, it's now changed to red. Right, anyway, enough of that. That was NES. Right, next one is a Super NES. Again, I'd be surprised if they released that as a full price game. Super Famicom, right. There you go, Miss Pac-Man. I'm assuming this is going to be exactly the same. No, slightly different start. Yeah, it's going to be the same. Question always is with Miss Pac-Man ports if the gameplay holds up and ghost behaviour. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't. I'm not skilled to comment. All I can do is look at the graphics and say, well, yeah, that looks okay, but you really need somebody that's actually played, that knows the game inside out, to comment how it stacks up. But interesting to know how well this game actually sold. Because people don't want to play games like this. They want to play things like you know, Street Fighter 2 or Pilot Wings or whatever. Yep, it does look exactly the same as a Mega Drive. It's got a kind of... Oh, wait a minute, I'm going moving a bit quicker there. Look at the speed of me. What happened there? Why am I going a lot quicker? It shouldn't be doing that, should it? That's not normal. Evening, Robert. You've not missed anything, you've just missed about 12 identical versions of the same game, which to be honest is dull. Yeah, I don't like the fact that it speeds up, it shouldn't be doing that. That's just not cricket. Game over. Yeah, nah, not keen on that. Right, that was NES. Right, according to Wikipedia, there was a version on the Game Boy. You know what? I've been playing my Game Boy. I've got it sitting beside my bed, and before I go to bed, I've been playing. What have I been playing? I was playing some Tetris, which is the best game ever. Playing some, is it Tales of the Gator, which is a really good little pinball game. So yeah, proper Game Boy. It's got a backlight, which certainly makes it a lot more kind of user friendly. Right, what we're looking for? We're looking for Game Boy. Game Boy. How's Robert? You all right? I get the feeling this is going to have a scrolling screen as well. MS Pac-Man, there we go. Ah, nice one, Robert. Up to anything exciting? You away anywhere at all? Evening, Kev. How are you, mate? Oh god, right away you can tell, yeah, this is going to be scrolling big style. I mean, the graphics are nice. Obviously, it's not going to have the colour for obvious reasons. And it's trying to replicate the arcade as best as possible. But I don't know. I think Pac-Man has to be on a single screen. You need to be able to see where the ghosts are. Ah, nice one. Went for a jog. I wish I could run. Can't run the length of a minute these days. At least it's got the wee dimple. I mean, it's still a fun game, but it does change the game because obviously you can't. If you miss a dot, you're going to have to kind of go and look, scour the maze. Ooh. Ooh, pineapple. Or is that a strawberry? It's a strawberry. Right, anyway, enough of that. That was the Game Boy. Game Boy Color. Is there even a different version for that? Hang on. Game Boy Color. Yeah, it does need to be kind of. You do need colour for this game, I think. Well, I was saying that was the only version I actually played 2 levels of. Right, why is that not? Oh, it is working. Just need to put a game in. Game Boy. am I looking for? I'm looking for MS Pac-Man. Right, I thought I had separate colour ROMs, but is this going to be the same? That's going to be the same as the Game Boy, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Kev, you were talking about that. Has anyone actually tried it yet? Ant Stream on the Series X, and how much does it cost to play it? Because when you've got all the games on MAME cabs and what have you, you really don't want to be forking out for to play it when you can play it for free. Core, Game Boy Color. Eh, right, you know what's annoying? I'll need to change it. This is showing like there's no games, but you'll find that the games are there, but they're zipped up. The earlier core recognised the ROMs, but for some weird reason, this new version doesn't seem to see it. Right, looks like we can't play the. In fact, wait a minute. Just give me 2 ticks. If I can use the wonders of my network. Streaming. There we go. Right, games. Game Boy Color. Right, no, I don't have any games. No, wait a minute. Just give me 2 ticks. Game Boy, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color. Let's see if MS Pac-Man is here. There we go. Special color. Sorry, special color edition. Right. Extract here. Right, now through the wonders of technology, hopefully if I come out of this directory then go back in, £30 for 12 months, £80 for a lifetime. Yeah, until it decides to stop bloody working. I'll give it a go. I mean, I'll see how it works. Right, come out of that. Hey, there we go, MS Pac-Man Special Color Edition. Right, wonderful. Special Color Edition. Right, MS Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man. That will just at least you're getting a choice of 2 games. Come on, what happened here? Right, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is exactly the same as the Game Boy one, except the varied colour. I mean, it's still a fun little game, but like I said, I think Pac-Man has to be played on a single screen. You need to be able to see where the dots are that you've missed. You need to be able to see the whereabouts of the ghosts. Look at the wee smirk on her face. Yeah, right, okay, it's the same as the Game Boy, except it's got colour. I think that's about the only difference. Why is that moved over there? You get over there and behave yourself. Right. Game Boy Color, right, there's... according to this, there's only 2 versions. In fact, there's only one more version. There was one on the PlayStation 4. Obviously, it came out on numerous. It came out in numerous compilations over the years. We're not going to bother including that. No, absolutely not. But I mean, for a Game Boy, I'm sure that would have looked really, really sweet. You're seeing it on a massive screen. It does look nice. Is that the way you want to play Pac-Man? Probably not. But it's, you know, as a game, it's still fun. Right, anyway, the last version is the Atari Lynx. From what I can see, anyway, according to Wikipedia, that's every version we've looked at, apart from the IBM PC and the Texas. What are we looking for? What did I say it was? The Lynx. I wonder if this is going to be a scrolling version. I get the feeling it will be. It's Pac-Man. Here we go. Last version, folks. Wait a wee minute. The screen looks kind of stretched. Can I change it? It doesn't. Oh wait, a wee minute. Hang on. Audio and video. Alright, no. Oh, bollocks. Full screen. Well, that says original. Well, I suppose when you think about it, the Lynx screen was kind of normal. What does that do? Right, okay. Leave that like that. Right, that's going to have to do. How do we start? Ah, there we go. This feels quite like the VIC-20 version. But at least I like the fact that they've... Shit. I like the fact that they've got it all on one screen. Yeah, the graphics are simplistic looking. The eyes are just kind of black dots. I'll see that. Oh, thanks to my ninja-like gaming skills, I managed to get out of trouble and I'll just completely walk back into it. You complete tit. Right, let's just do the easy thing. Keep that. Hoover up the ghosts. Bang! There we go. Right, that is it, folks. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do is as I do my little recap, I'll stick the arcade one back on again. Right, I can't even remember because to be perfectly honest with you, they were all exactly the same. Right, arcade, well obviously we know what the arcade is. Atari 2600 is really nice for an Atari 2600 game. Really surprised, the flickering has kind of disappeared. Atari 5200 was nice, it was very pink. The Atari 800, sorry 7800, I can't even remember what that one looked like. That was all right. Atari 800 or the 8-bit version it played a wee bit slow. VIC-20, wonderful, really cartoon-like. I really like that version. Commodore 64 one was pretty much arcade perfect. Spectrum one was a delight as well. I really thought that was going to be awful, but that was good. IBM PC we didn't see. Apple II, yeah, it was like the albino edition. MS Pac-Man was completely white. Texas we couldn't see. Genesis and SNES, they've changed it. They've made it scrolling. They've updated the graphics. Nah, not a fan of that. Game Boy and Game Boy Color, again, it's got scrolling. Doesn't really work. Links, you saw the links there just now. Not bad. I think if you're going for arcade perfect, which doesn't necessarily mean the best one, I think probably the Commodore NES one, do you think? I'm thinking maybe the NES, Commodore 64. Right, listen, I'm not going to pick a bronze, silver or gold, I'm just going to pick my favourite version. If I'm going to play this, I think the version you have to play is the VIC-20. I'm going to let you see it once more. Really, really nice. It looks such a happy little game. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? Hang on. Computer, I want to load up VIC-20. Is there a master? Let me just have a quick look. According to Wikipedia, there's no Master System version. What would that be called? Is it SMS? Where's the Sega Master System? The Master System is in here. Where the hell is it? Even the Mad Commodore. Where the hell is the Master System going? What have they called it? Why have they changed the names of some of these? Because there's the Mega Drive. What is it called? Why can't I find it? Mark III? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why they've changed the names. Wonder if you can. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, Mark III. Why have they called it that? That's a bit weird. Well, there you go. What does Wikipedia know? Right, we've got a version of Miss Pac-Man on the Sega Master System. Right, how do we start? Right, okay, it's pretty much the Mega Drive and SNES one. Again, instead of going for a single screen, they're going for the scrolling version again. I don't know what it is, but the ghosts look slightly different. Again, if you had a Master System, the last game you'd want to play in that is going to be a version of Pac-Man. You want to play the latest arcade conversions. Right, okay, that's the Master System. So anyway, right, listen, yeah, the version I think is the best is the VIC-20. It might not look. Oops, damn it! I'll just bloody press return there when I shouldn't have. It might not look the most authentic, but it looks brilliant. It looks really, really nice. So let's go back into Commodore VIC-20. I think it's, yeah, Mega Kart. Kart. Cartridge games. MS Pac-Man, where is it? There she is there. Yeah, how nice. How nice is this? Yeah, if I'm going to play Miss Pac-Man, this is the version I want to play. It just looks, it's bright, it's vibrant.